So hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to tell you guys how to draw a DFD diagram, basically the basic DFD diagram for your projects. Okay, so I'm just taking the reference of a normal mini project, that is the student management system. It has modules like admin can store the data of the students, admin can also store the fee structure of the student, like this. Okay, so this is just for the understanding purpose. Just let us started. Suppose what are the entities in our project? That is two. The one is admin and second entity is user. We can say students. Okay, so what admin can do, admin can add the students data into the students table. Right. Suppose we have three tables total. Okay, one is for admin details, second one is student details, and third one is students fee structure details. Okay, so we have total three tables. So in a previous video I tell you guys how to denote the database. Basically table is nothing but the database. Okay, so this is one database, this is two, and this is three. So we will use these three into our diagram. Okay, so these three tables. Okay, so in level 0 DFD, so in level 0 DFD, we don't include all the processes, we just include the main processes that is involved in a project. Okay, so like so for the working of the level 0, start from the admin. What admin can we do? This will use the data which is stored in the admin database. This will take the data from the admin database, basically the credentials. Okay, and go to the login system. This is the basically for dashboard, this login dashboard. Okay, so use that data into the login dashboard. Okay, after successful login, data is coming from this database. Okay, after successful login, so admin can be apply multiple operation on the, this is the student dashboard. Okay, student details dashboard. So what admin can do here is basically directly interact. This is the student table, we can say student database. So what admin can do, admin can update and manipulate data inside the student table. So this is basically the level 0 DFD. I'm not taking the fee structure here. So if you want to do that, so just start one arrow from there and you can make it. Okay, so this is the level 0. Okay, so what are the operation? Now see the what operations that admin can perform. Okay, now the operations that admin can perform. Okay, so first operation is what? Add students, update students records. Basically these are the student records. Delete as well. So any is remaining, delete, update. Okay, so suppose these three operations an admin can perform on the student details table. Okay, so now in the second DFD, Basically, what is second DFD? Level 1 DFD. In level 1 DFD, we show all the processes that the admin can perform, and for denoting processes we use oval shape. Yeah. Okay, so this is the admin. This is database, admin database, taking records from there, taking details from there, like a username and password. And after successful login, what can he perform? So he can add students, he can delete, also update the records of a student. Okay, and these data is stored, inside the student table. We can say student database. So these will connect with this. Make sure there will bi-directional arrow, because data is can be updated by the admin, also save into the database. Yeah. So this is the complete diagram for the level 1 DFD. You can see, guys, starting from the admin after the successful login, and the user and password is coming from admin database, and after it will go to the student dashboard, and after then it can perform multiple operations like add, delete, and update. And these all the operations, the data will change inside the student table. So this is all about the DFD, how to perform a basic DFD for your project. You can take any DFD, like you can make any DFD for the project. Suppose you are going to perform employment management system, so there will be administrator and the employee status. Maybe employee can also update the data. So you can make it like this. Okay. So thanks.